Hello and welcome back to the Honest Debate and to another edition of AEW Dynamite Out of 10. A big show today because AEW is back at their home, Daily's place in Jacksonville, Florida, of course the site of so many memories in the pandemic. Sting made his debut, he was in action in the main event here. We also got some big other matches including Hangman Page versus Claudio Castagnoli kicking us off. We heard from the new world champ Samoa Joe, but going on to that first match and Hangman picks up a hard-fought victory, a rejuvenated Hangman, defeating Claudio in a damn good, highly physical bout that almost certainly put the former champion into title contention once more. This match was a great, energetic way to kick off the show, and the crowd responded. If there was one negative, it was Castagnoli netting another loss. One of the most talented wrestlers in the world, and one of the most gifted technicians on the roster. The idea that he has that many high-profile losses is somewhat disappointing, and hopefully he gets a big win soon. He has the look of a world champion. And the talents back it up. It's defined as being little more than a good wrestler like he was in WWE. Let me ruffle some feathers and inspire outrage. But I think they definitely could do a singles push with him. But I thought, like I say, it was a really good match. Hangman getting the win, I think is probably the right decision. But leads him getting into the title picture. Before it's time for the 8-man tag match in memory of Brody Lee, Lance Archer, Brian Cage and Cohen and Tioba the owner against Cassidy, Vance, Rhodes and Copeland. Vance was handpicked by the late Brody Lee to join the Dark Order, and of course he paid homage to his friend by picking up the win in this 8-man tag team match. Despite the official status as a heel member of LFI, he showed great fire during the babyface comeback, and the crowd was fully into him and fired Lee's trademark discus clothesline to put Khan away. This was not much in the way of storyline advancement, and the two teams had little in common, but it's designed to honour the memory of Brody Lee, and of course that's a great thing to do. And of course it couldn't really be anything other than a success honouring such a great man. So it gets a 6 out of 10 from me. Before it was time for the world champion, and Samoa Joe is bringing a potential contenders to take his title, and many made their presence felt. Hangman Page, Swerve Strickland and Hook all interrupted, coming face to face with Joe and making their intentions clear to challenge him for the top prize. This was not much of a segment in itself, but continued to plant the seeds for a potential Revolution main event featuring Strickland, Page and Joe coming this March, and set the stage for a showdown between Joe and Hook on next week's show, which can be a very interesting match. Sometimes simple is best, and that was the case here. On a separate note, there's so much intensity surrounding Page and Strickland that despite 2 high-profile pay-per-view matches already, it feels like they could roll one more showdown between them, and fans would still definitely be invested. So for me that's really good. Before it's time for Sammy Guevara versus Ricky Starks, 2 of the best young stars in AEW squaring off in a match that should have been symbolic of the greatness that awaits the company in the years to come. But instead there was Chris Jericho kind of unnecessary interfering in the match. The match was fine. It was not relatively subdued for the talent involved, with a finish that should have left fans scratching their heads. Guevara caught Starks from an inside cradle for the win, one of the most organically and charismatic young stars. Another unneeded loss. Bill Gold made the save for his team, and a beatdown on the Spanish Golden Shooter before Jericho made the save. His theme music played for the duration of the run-in. That old production choice, along with the entire ordeal, kind of failed to heat up this match that culminates at Battle of the Belts. Maybe this is because Starks has now netted 2 losses when he should be winning. It isn't really building up the momentum. But for that reason, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. It wasn't bad, but I just feel like it had the potential to be much better. We then got Anna Jay, Willow Nightingale, Chris Statlander and Thunder Rosa taking on Sky Blue, Saraya, Ruby Soho and Julia Hart. Anna Jay followed in the footsteps of her former Dark Order teammate Preston Vance, dedicating her performance to late Brody Lee and scoring a big win in the 8-man women's tag match. An action-packed match highlighting all involved. There was a fun highlight reel of the various competitors that make up a loaded women's roster, but waiting for the perfect opportunity. Jay tapped Sky Blue out with a Queen Slayer sleeper and appeared to set herself up for a showdown with Hart over the TBS title. Should that be the direction, it'll be a nice showcase for the 2 young competitors who obviously got their starts in Daily Place. And another nice tribute for Brody Lee, and setting up that storyline as well, which is a potentially interesting angle. So I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. It was good to remember him, and obviously a bit of a storyline angle in there too. But moving on into the Bounty Hunter, Brian Keith taking on Roddy Strong. Strong continues to build momentum for the Undisputed Kingdom by earning a hard-fought victory here. The match was highlighted by Strong, who will likely target Orange Cassidy's International Championship in the coming weeks, while also ensuring that fans Keith is one of the bright potential breakout stars in the company. After the match, Adam Cole cut a promo surrounded by the victor, as well as Wardlow and the ROH champions, ROH tag champions. That was almost the same as the one he delivered 1 week ago. But I think just kind of working. It's interesting to see where they're going to go without MJF. We're going after all the belts, etc., etc. But I'm going to give it time because I just feel like the circumstances are against them here. But be interested to see where they all go with it. But moving on into Sting and Darby versus Takeshita and Hobbs in our main event. Sting remained unbeaten in AEW, teaming with Darby Allin to defeat the Don Callis family, Takeshita and Powerhouse Hobbs in a tornado tag. It was a match with a classic wild and chaotic ring to it, accentuating positives and hiding negatives. It's also put Sting firmly in the spotlight following the Scorpion death drop from the stands through the tables on the floor. It was certainly alarming when it took much longer for Sting to get to his feet, and he had obvious dialogue with both Alan and the referee. Ultimately, he was able to stand up just in time to be asked who would be his retirement match on March the 3rd. I mean, for crying out loud, he is 64, but still, he's absolutely incredible. The Young Bucks, now sporting eye-rolled, mildly moustaches, setting themselves up for the Revolution spot though afterwards, coming out, siphoning off a little bit of the hype surrounding Sting's retirement is on point for a team. Perhaps saving such a significant match for someone or some team closely linked to the Stinger would have been a better option, but who knows if he picked up the Bucks. If so, then good for them. And yeah, this gets a 7 out of 10 for me. I thought the match was really good. Some of the spots that Sting took for his age are just incredible. But yeah, just on how a fun match. And afterwards, the Young Bucks, I can't know. I would have preferred a Sting Darby singles match to finishing it off. But if he doesn't want to do a singles match, then a tag match against the Young Bucks, I don't know. It does feel like the right team for me. So yeah, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I don't really have any major issue with it. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the build to Revolution. To conclude, AEW Dynamite gets a 7 out of 10 from me this week. I thought it was a pretty decent episode of Dynamite. Enjoying all the stuff around Samoa Joe. The main event was fantastic. The first match was really good as well. Of course, leading up to the Hangman Swerve Joe match. And of course, getting Joe hooked next week. Interesting storylines going on with the Devils throughout the card as well. So yeah, I think AEW is on form right now. That's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Follow us on our socials. Link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.